The one thing I noticed you said in the locker room after the game Saturday was, "This is fun." You told them to have fun and enjoy that. That's important. Even though you've got big games coming every week, how important is it for these guys to, revel a little bit in what they accomplished Saturday?
No, it's important, and I think the thing that I was trying to explain during the course of the week is, what's enjoyable is putting all the time and effort and the preparation in, and then being able to go out on Saturday and execute it. And I told them as a coach, probably one of the most rewarding things is to get guys in position, to watch them go play with a lot of energy, a lot of effort, and have success. And I think at all levels you watch guys do that, at all position groups, and that's fun. That's fun. I don't, the game of football is fun, yes, but it's the time and the effort and the focus and all that stuff that goes into it, and then being able to accomplish what you want to accomplish.
It's a very similar dynamic with another team coming in essentially tied with us in the standings now for first place. Talk about Mercer and the preparation it will take to get ready for their attack.
Well, we're going to start facing some pretty potent offenses in terms of teams that can put up some big points. These guys are no different. They've got really good skill players. I think they're probably the best skill that we've faced up to this point in the season, and that's including Wyoming. Got a really good quarterback, good running back, and good schemes. So defensively, they've defended us always well. They'll know what they want to do and how they want to do it and how they want to get it done. So yeah, it's we're getting right into it. It doesn't get any easier, and we got to replicate that same energy, that same emotion, and that same focus as far as what we got to get done this weekend.
I know you mentioned the word matchups will be key. Where do you, in a broad sense, where do you see those matchups, the ones that'll be the most key to Saturday happening?
Well, that's kind of the work in progress right now for us as a staff, both offensively and defensively. But I think that we've got some matchups that we're going to have to try to identify on defense, especially in the back end, against some of their skill guys, and making sure that we're not putting ourselves in bad situation or putting the players in bad situations. That's a study on what they do well, their strengths and weaknesses by position, but then also, what we do well and how we can kind of devise our scheme to take away some of their strengths.
I think when we perform well, we make it easy for guys like Blake and Andre and Lennox, and they make it easy for us. So it's definitely fun.
Is there a sweet spot, Josh, in kind of, obviously the timing with the backs and the quarterback on the option, that has to be perfect. But for you guys, timing it, and kind of not only executing your blocks, but executing them at a certain time. How much do we not consider timing in terms of running the option?
Oh, timing's huge. I mean, you want to hit it just perfect to where they can find that hole and they can hit it just right. I mean, I think that's what happens a lot of times on those big plays. Lennox or one of them, they just find a little hole and they expose it. I mean, it's incredible how they can do that.
You really put up some points and yards against the number one defense in the SoCon. It doesn't get any easier this week with Mercer coming to town. What do you know about them defensively? I know it's fairly early in the week, but you played against them before. What do you know about the Mercer defense?
Across the board on the defensive line, I mean, they're pretty good. They're big. They run 50 defense, but I would assume because they're going to play us, they'll probably play even front. And, from what I've watched this year, I mean, I actually watched them before I came here, and they did a little bit of shifting and stuff. So, I mean, I'm sure Coach Johnson and Coach Lang will have a little game plan and, ready for us to execute.
Did you guys feel that you were either coached up or freed up to be a little bit more aggressive against ETSU?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the coaches definitely challenged us after the Furman game, and we definitely corrected a lot of things that gave us issues against Furman, but I think it was a good learning experience for us for the most part, correcting a lot of the problems we had. And they just challenged us a lot to take care of the little things throughout the week, just everybody doing their job and focus on stuff like that and just playing, having fun. So,
how good does it feel to put in all that work, all that preparation? People want to know if you're going to rebound, and then having it come out that way on the field.
Yeah, it was great. I think the defense especially, we were really upset about the Furman game because we felt like it was mostly our fault, and I think we definitely responded really well, and everything came together really well. We just did our job basically, so it was good to see.
Obviously, the way the schedule shakes out, another big one this weekend, another team that wants to take first place in the conference away from you guys. Talk about the challenge that Mercer presents offensively.
Yeah, Mercer's definitely a good team. I mean, they won loss in the conference, and they definitely give us a good test every year. It's always close when we play them, so we're definitely excited. We just got to take care of all the stuff we need to, and I think we'll do good. So,
like you said, I know you played them a few times now. It seems like they bring some of the better skill players, athleticism, guys out on the perimeter. For you as a linebacker, how much of a challenge is that?
I mean, it's definitely a challenge. I feel like that's an area where I excel more. I like playing with the perimeter and more the speed element of the game. I feel like that's something I do better. But I think just our D-line and everybody getting pressure like they did last game definitely helps us a lot, especially in coverage. And those guys are doing a good job back there. So I think we'll do pretty well.